You guys ready to see Juli Polise, everybody? Clap it up for her!
Oh my gosh! I am so excited to be here tonight, mainly because I wasn't supposed to be here. And that's not my anxiety talking, I was a surprise baby. Completely unplanned. My parents' recklessness is now my responsibility. I'm a 90s baby, so I grew up mainly in the 2000s when the ideal body type for women was hunger strike chic. And I grew up in an ingredients household. Does anyone know what that is?
A handful of chocolate chips.
That is my brother. Thank you. Stole my punchline. An ingredients household, as Jonathan so eloquently said, is when if I wanted dessert as a child, I would have a handful of chocolate chips and a big fucking scoop of imagination. But to me, the worst part about growing up in the 2000s, worse than 9/11, a recession, war in the Middle East, was the rise of skinny jeans. To me, skinny jeans are the modern corset. But instead of getting my boobs pushed to the sky like perky melons, skinny jeans turned my legs into sausage links and left me with a muffin top. And the look I was going for was not full breakfast buffet. That's not the look. That's not the vibe. Not at all. I think skinny jeans were the pandemic before the pandemic. And if I could meet the old perverted Abercrombie executive who invented them, I would cough on him. And we all know how dangerous that is these days. But I really think I grew up at the perfect time, skinny jeans aside, I grew up at the perfect time because social media wasn't around to obliterate my attention span growing up, and the only apps I cared about as a kid were mozzarella sticks. But by the time I went to college, Uber, Venmo, and the iPhone existed, and for that, I am forever grateful. Thank you. Now, I can't live without my iPhone. It's in my pocket right now. I don't need it right now, but it's in my pocket. I can't live without my iPhone, but I definitely could live without the reminder of where I was 5 years ago today. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I get one of those, it's like 5 years ago today, you were happy. And it's a picture of me at the zoo, and I'm like, fuck. That dumb bitch didn't know what she had coming. And then I delete the photo to prevent a mental breakdown the next year. I really miss the good old days before phones, growing up in the suburbs. I grew up with 2 older brothers. One is autistic and one works in finance. So basically, I have 2 Rain Men in my life. Growing up with them was great. We played so many sports growing up that my dream job, my first ever dream job, was to be a professional basketball player. Clearly, my body didn't get the memo. No. Luckily, I was given the competitive energy of Michael Jordan in the playoffs. Inside a body that resembles Garfield the cat. My body was definitely built for napping and eating lasagna. But that's okay, because I take all of that competitive energy, I take it all in, deep breath, and I shove it down. And I shove it down so good, because I want to win at shoving all my feelings down. I am in therapy. Thank you for asking in the back. And my therapist said that humor is my coping mechanism. No, I don't think so. But I did stop paying her and I started doing more stand-up comedy. So just like therapy, I'm waiting until the last 2 minutes to trauma dump my actual feelings for the week. Buckle up. I had a really rough year, which is, the forefront of my therapy sessions is that my mom went blind and we found out she had a really rare and unique form of cancer that manifested behind her eyes. And my mom was like, Jewel, even cancer thinks I'm one of a kind and unique. But that's just who she is. She is the most positive, upbeat person, and she was so disgustingly upbeat about her diagnosis that I sat her down and was like, you need to stop gaslighting me with positivity. I'm done with it. Pro tip for everyone here. Do not tell someone recently diagnosed with a terminal illness or cancer they need to be more negative. Don't do it. So, the best part about my mom having cancer, see, I'm learning. The best part about my mom having cancer is that now we get high together. Yes. Go, girl. Yes. And I'm just there for my mom in the best way I know how. So I took her to a dispensary. And this bitch treated it like a Target run. We went in for one thing. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. We went in for one thing, and 20 minutes later, we spent $200 and definitely blacked out. We had enough edibles to start our own dispensary. Then she got so high off her own supply, she convinced herself she was a professional belly dancer. Just picture your mom belly dancing for you. Mm-hmm. And if that wasn't traumatic enough, then she got hungry. This bitch raw dogged a piece of New York-style cheesecake in the backseat of an Uber. Do you know how high you have to be to convince yourself that, like, cheesecake, New York-style cheesecake, you know, strawberry syrup, is a handheld, transportable food? Higher than a fucking kite. So, what I've learned is that I'm trying to be more positive. So I'll leave you with 2 positive notes because that's honestly all I could think of. 2 things. First of all, my mom's here tonight and she is cancer-free. Shout out to Helen. Woo! She is cancer-free. And words are hard. Second of all, and I think more importantly, is that I can officially say we are no longer an ingredients household. We are a munchies household. That is my time. Thank you so much.